Hello and welcome back to Inside the USFL podcast, giving you an inside look at the USFL from someone on the inside. It is game week, and someone playing in that very first game is with me, Jordan McCray, Birmingham Stallions center. I'm Zach Brunner. How's it going? Excited for game week?
Yeah, man, I'm excited for game week. Finally excited to go against someone else. We've been going hard in camp, so just excited to put a good product on the field and hopefully get that first dub.
Fans saw a little bit, like a little taste of what the production is going to be. One of the games was broadcasted. I know you guys went up against the Maulers. That wasn't broadcasted. But I'm assuming they went through like a typical game-like production for you guys. But how did all that go?
So, yeah, it was pretty much just like the in-game production. So we ran a couple of plays, then punted, kicked off, all those things as well. Just a thud scrimmage, though. Nobody was going to the ground, tag off. And just went through everything. So, like, the onside plays, the 2-point, 3-point plays, kicks and punts, and then the overtime scenario as well. So really just to see how things would go from the production side of things.
I didn't see it in live action, but I saw a clip of it. There's no chain, so there's no measuring for first downs. They have like some electronic signal in a similar way than, or as tennis does it seems like it looks like. Did you guys get to experiment with that? And was that like a quick process, or how did that go?
I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know exactly what they were doing. And I guess it was pretty seamless because I didn't realize it. Like we were moving the ball and everything, but it didn't seem like that much of a difference from having chains and not. Maybe just a little bit easier since there wasn't chains or people moving constantly. But from the player standpoint, like I didn't see much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about how the NFL likes to adopt things that work at these lower levels, and that is something like I don't know why that's not already something. Like in the same way, I don't think the USFL is doing this, but there should be something in the end zone as well, where it's like if it crosses the plane there, then we don't need to take a guess at what's going on at the bottom of a pile and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Before we get into game week, talk football, we do have a question from Grantez Jones on Facebook. He wants to know if you've tried any of the soul food spots around the city, more specifically Green Acres Chicken. Have you had that yet?
I have not, but since I got a suggestion now from you.
Okay, for the people watching on YouTube, just so we know, it's not like we're cutting out anything crazy. Jordan didn't go off book here and do anything crazy. But apparently, and we talked about this a little bit before stream too, a lot of players, I guess, are a lot of players moving out of the hotel to be moving into apartments like you are, or is this just sort of you thing?
There's a good group of guys moving out. Like pretty much our whole offensive line moved out today. Today was the last day to be in the hotel for the free allotment, and the hotel is obviously more convenient because all the meetings and stuff will be there. But guys are just thinking about cost efficient wise. It makes more sense to get a short term lease or get an Airbnb or something like that. So that's just what we decided to do. A lot of the offensive line are staying in this same area, so it just made sense for us.
So is the hotel keeping that training room down in the basement like you guys were talking about before, how they converted that? Are you still going to be able to go there for free and train?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll still be able to go there for free, lift weights for free, all the treatment and stuff. It's just that we'll be staying a little bit further off. So
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, talking football now. It is game week, like we said. Saturday it kicks off at, it looks like 7:30 Eastern, and it's going to be on Fox and NBC. So this is going to be a big thing. Birmingham Stallions versus the New Jersey Generals. Big question. Apparently, this is a big thing. I don't know the history behind it, but Birmingham Stallions fans do want to know this, and Shane Johnson is the one who asked it. Do you know if you're going to be wearing gold or white pants for the first game? Because apparently a lot of fans want the gold.
I am not sure which ones we will be wearing. So I wish I could help you with that one, but I just know that we have both. So we will definitely see. When I figure out, I'll let Zach know, and he'll get back with you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Apparently, back in the 80s, that was the big thing. So a lot of fans are wanting that as sort of a throwback. They want to see the gold. But yeah, it sounds like at some point, at least, they're going to see it.
Yeah, they will.
But like I said, first game is going to be against the Generals. So in terms of preparation, I'm sure you're watching some film, but like what kind of film can you even watch? Are you watching USFL film from like that scrimmage, or what are you watching?
So the first game is going to be a little bit of a toss-up because we don't know exactly what guys are going to be doing. And even though there is a film from the scrimmage that they played in, it was a very vanilla film. So I'm sure a lot of the first game is going to be about adjustments.
So you just went through that scrimmage. Obviously, there is a little bit of a game feel that you can take from it. So far, does it feel game-wise, playing-wise, speed-wise, any different than like the XFL or AAF that people may have watched before?
Game-wise, at least it feels similar. Like there's good players everywhere on the field. We'll get a better look of it on after Saturday. But as of right now, it's similar to those leagues. Good players, good competition, and everything in game feels a little sped up because of the play clock and then wanting the games to be a little bit faster. But besides that, everything's pretty much similar.
There's some bigger names. There's some people that are definitely stepping up. Yeah, just showing like clips on social media and stuff like that. Some people have been wanting to know, have you seen any sort of standouts from your own team? Anybody you think is going to be making a lot of noise? Obviously, we haven't seen a lot of contact. We haven't seen stuff like that. So everything's tentative. But in terms of playmakers from the Stallions, who do you see shining so far?
I feel like we have a really, really good group of guys. Talented group, and everybody's a little bit different, so guys are going to contribute in a lot of different ways. I like all the running backs, 11, 20, 38, and then Bobby every now and then. He's really a fullback, but he can throw the rock and catch out the backfield as well. Receivers, don't want to name anybody specifically because it's kind of all of the guys on the plays, and I don't want to leave anybody out, you know what I mean? But everybody's going to contribute, and Alex has been playing super well, and so has Damar. So whoever's throwing the ball, we're gonna make sure we're getting to the playmakers. Running backs are gonna run, and we have a really good, solid group. Well, so I think it's gonna be a collective effort.
Yeah, I've looked at your team specifically for obvious reasons, just looking at some of the players, and there's some really good players around the entire league. I think people are going to be surprised, and I think people have already been a little bit surprised just from the clips that have come out. They're like, oh, this is real football. This isn't going to be, some high school tryout stuff. Like, this is legitimate, good football. It's going to be sped up. It's going to be a lot of points. I think it's going to be really good. I think people need to watch on Saturday. But yeah, this is inside the USFL. We'll be talking about, obviously, the post-game stuff next week, what it's like to put that in the rearview mirror, prepare for another opponent. But the Generals and Stallions do kick off on Saturday on Fox, NBC, 7:30 p.m. Central. So watch that. And then Sunday, there's a whole bunch of games to watch afterwards. Jordan McCray from the Stallions is here. I am Zach Brunner, and we will both be back next week. See ya.